Everyone, I'm going to take you through the performance assessment criteria for the SQA music exams. When the visiting examiner comes to take your exam, you will be assessed on the following 6 elements of your performance on each piece for each instrument: melodic accuracy and intonation, rhythmic accuracy, tempo and flow, mood and character, tone, and dynamics. I'm going to break down each one of these elements and give you a little bit more information. So for melodic accuracy and intonation, they're really asking if you're playing or singing the correct notes. Is the melody correct? In addition to that, are the notes you're playing or singing in tune? So is the intonation good? You'll be marked from 0 to 10, with 0 to 2 marks being inaccurate melody and or consistently poor intonation, 3 to 4 inconsistencies in the melodic accuracy and or passages of poor intonation, 5 to 6 is mainly accurate, 7 to 8 is secure, and 9 to 10 is an excellent level of melodic accuracy and intonation. The next thing is the rhythmic accuracy. So are you playing or singing the correct rhythm? And are you playing or singing the notes for the correct length of time? So 0 to 2 would be there are frequent inaccuracies in your rhythmic accuracy, so you're making lots of mistakes. 3 to 4, it's inconsistent. So there's times when you're making mistakes in the rhythm. 5 to 6, mainly accurate. 7 to 8, it's secure, so maybe just with a few little slips. And 9 to 10 is excellent rhythmic accuracy. Tempo and flow. Are you playing or singing at the correct speed? So tempo, we know, means speed. Does your performance flow without hesitation? And is your performance fluent? So 0 to 2 would be a totally inappropriate speed and or frequent stumbling. So by stumbling, we mean you're stopping and starting and making mistakes, and it doesn't flow at all, really. 3 to 4 is an inappropriate speed, which would mean you're playing a piece too slow or too fast, and or some breaks in continuity. So there's maybe times where you stop and then you start again. 5 to 6, appropriate and mainly consistent, so maybe just with a few areas where you go a little bit slower to try and fit something in if you're not quite secure with it yet. 7 and 8 would be appropriate and consistent. 9 and 10 would be appropriate and musically convincing. So a really good performance there. Mood and character. Are you playing or singing in the correct style? Does your performance convey the correct mood? 0 to 2 would be that it's not conveyed at all. 3 to 4 is not conveyed satisfactorily. 5 to 6 conveyed with some success. 7 to 8 is a secure, and 9 to 10 has a lot of musical sensitivity. So a very good performance. Tone. Are you playing or singing with a good tone? Are you producing the best sound possible from your instrument or voice? So tone is not marked for keyboard, because for keyboard you press the button and it plays the tone for you. So there's nothing you can do to get a different sound other than changing the voice. So you don't get marked on this for keyboard. So 0 to 2 would be a poor tone. 3 to 4, little evidence of development and control. 5 to 6, some evidence of development and control. 7 to 8, a secure and effective control of instrumental or vocal sound. And 9 to 10, confident, convincing, and well-developed instrumental or vocal sound. Dynamics. So this is the volume. Are you performing the dynamics that are written in the music? And are you making the required changes to the volume when instructed to do so in the written music? If there are no dynamics marked in your music, you will not be marked on dynamics. But if there are, you must observe them. So 0 to 2 would mean that you ignore the dynamic markings and you don't play the correct volume or the volume changes. 3 to 4, not observed satisfactorily. 5 to 6, some contrast. 7 to 8, effective contrast. And 9 to 10, a very convincing dynamic contrast based on what's written in the music. The mark sheet that the visiting examiner uses looks like this. They have a set of boxes to tick for each of these elements for each piece. So in this example here, the performer has got a 9 to 10 for melodic accuracy, intonation, and rhythmic accuracy. Tempo and flow, mood and character and tone are all in the 7 to 8 secure box, and dynamics is in the inconsistent box. Overall, the majority of the ticks are in the 7 to 8, with 2 of them in the 9 to 10. So the average mark that pupil would then receive for that piece is 8 out of 10. And the comment there from the examiner is a high standard of technique and ability, but the dynamics were largely ignored. So the dynamics were in the 3 to 4 box. Just a reminder of the assessment for the weightings for each of the components. So you have your listening paper, Understanding Music, which is 35%, your assignment 15%, and each instrument makes up 25%, giving you 50% for your performing. As you go through the course, you're going to be setting targets for yourself for your performing using performance logs. When you fill in these performance logs, you should use SQA assessment language. So all the things that have been mentioned in here about mood and character and melodic accuracy and all those 6 elements that you'll be marked on, you should be using these when you're setting your targets. And you should be setting SMART targets. So something that's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. Your performing logs will be available to you in assignments in Teams, and you should update them and hand them in with a target for each week.